Hey, what's going on, everybody? GameStradamus here, giving you a first look at Modern Warfare 3. Playing a little domination today on, I believe, the level is Outpost. Could be Carbon, but I believe it's Outpost. There are a lot of multiplayer maps in this game. There's like 16 to start, which is pretty impressive, considering that they could probably have saved, 3 or 4 of those, and people still would have been happy with like 12 maps, and they could have added another DLC, but they didn't, so that's pretty cool. I got to admit, I was not super excited for this game. I felt like it was going to be a lot more of the same, which, it is. It's Call of Duty. But after playing it for, I don't know, probably 6 hours now over the last couple days, I have to admit it is really, really fun. It is definitely totally unbalanced, and there are definitely some issues with it, but I think overall some of the major and minor changes they made, I really enjoy them, and I think it'll hopefully be for the better. I'm sure this game will sell amazingly. At the same time, though, it's so much different than like Battlefield 3 in the terms of how it is. Like, Battlefield's so realistic and how large the maps are and destructibility and how you approach things, whereas this game is like super fast-paced, like really close, like tight environments. You die incredibly easy, so I feel like they kind of opened the game up to more like noob players or like players that usually don't do as well, because you can just really kind of like spray in a direction, and if you hit somebody with like 1, maybe 2 bullets, they usually die. So I feel like a lot more people are dying more often or getting kills when perhaps they shouldn't, which kind of, I guess, evens out the map a little bit more. I feel like the scores on both sides of the team, on both teams, have been pretty even. So there are, a lot of changes that they made. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys know about the kill streak changes. They've added a lot more perks, weapons, attachments. Now you can level up your guns, which is kind of cool, and kind of customize them further. They added new stuff like that bouncing Betty I just placed, which is my new favorite toy. Anytime you're playing domination, if you just kind of throw those on the objective, you will usually get a kill with it. If you kind of like hide it in bushes or rubble where it's hard to see, a lot of people will just kind of run up in a team and they'll get multiple kills with it. I threw it back there just because I didn't know where the enemy was and I was running. I didn't know if there was guys chasing me, so you can do that a lot too. Which, you're kind of like running, you don't know if there's a guy behind you, just kind of throw it out, keep running, and if there is guys kind of tracking you, they will get the short end of that stick. Or a grenade to the face. I'm pretty sure you can avoid them too if you duck. I swear I've done that once, which is also kind of cool. So like you hear it pop up in the air and then you all of a sudden can drop and avoid it. Anyway, I should probably go over... there's a lot of things to go over, but I guess I should kind of go over what I was using. I was using the M4, I believe A1 is the model. It's your standard assault rifle, fully automatic. It's a very nice gun. That's probably what I've been using the most. I just unlocked the ACR last night, so that is probably what I'll be sticking with the majority of the time, because that is definitely my favorite gun. In pretty much every game that it's been in, it's always a solid gun. I don't know. I really want to fire that gun in real life and see how accurate it really is, and how well you can strafe with it. But yeah, anyway, I'm using the M4 with a silencer always. Highly recommend using a silencer. Here I just picked up the Juggernaut suit. Here's one of the new kill streaks. It's pretty ridiculous. You pretty much call in this care package and you get to put on this armor. It looks like you're in a scuba suit. If you ever played BioShock, it's almost like getting in one of the big daddies. You're really, really strong. You get this heavy machine gun. It adds some perks. I'm not sure if you get all the perks or what, but I definitely like have scavenger. You'll see later on I'll pick ammo up for this, which I did not have equipped before. So not quite sure what all the buffs are, but it's a pretty fun perk to get, because you just go on a rampage. And they also have a Juggernaut suit for the support class, which you get like a shield, and you're more of like, you know, support and like capturing and holding areas, more of like a tank. I mean, you're still really tanky with this, but at least you have a way to shoot back. Anyway, using the M4 silenced, silencer is definitely key in any first-person shooter, especially this game because, you know, people can spawn back so fast, you can die so easily, and there's, you know, just people kind of running around everywhere because the maps are so, you know, small and tight that having a silencer can be a lifesaver. I'm rolling with Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and my new favorite perk, Stalker Pro, which allows you to aim down your sights and then move like probably twice as fast. So it kind of opens up a whole new level of strafing. And if you ever watch my videos on my channel, you'll know how much I love strafing in my first-person shooters. So second I discovered that they added Stalker and, you know, brought back steady aim and the kind of the perks and bonuses you can add to leveling up your weapons, like steady aim and the kick and that kind of thing. It really takes strafing to a whole new level, and so they definitely had me sold there. Just because, you know, you can really run and gun, and you're not like, you know, running and then trying to like stop. It's like when you're running and you go to aim, it's like you're still moving almost at full sprint speed. So that is rather nice. And you know what? I haven't tried it with extreme conditioning, but that actually might work well. You might actually be able to move really fast. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah, those perks are nice. They added a bunch of other ones. Using the specialist kill streak package is pretty nice because once you start, you know, going on a little kill spree, and especially with the changes they made to the kill streaks, where they're not kill streaks, they're now point streaks. So you don't necessarily have to get kills when you're playing domination. If you capture points, you know, it goes towards your kill streaks, and if you get assists, you know, different things, you can keep building up those kill streaks. So for something like the specialist class, you can almost immediately get a 4th perk unlocked when you're playing these objective games. And if, you know, you're patient, you can quickly unlock all of them, which gives you a huge boost. I also highly recommend when you're playing these objective games, like domination or whatever, that you capture the first point. I mean, I know, like before when I used to play domination, we used to just rush B like right away, which is still probably, you know, smart to do for some of your teammates. But I feel like at least half your team, if not more, should be capturing the first point because you all get, you know, score points towards getting your first kill streak. And if, you know, you have, you know, a good majority of your team doing that, then you can get, like, you know, UAVs and stuff up on the map a lot faster, which will give you an edge earlier on. So just keep that in mind. As you can see, this suit is kind of silly. You're really slow, which is the only downfall, and it takes forever to reload the gun, which is, you know, what screws me in the end. But you can pretty much take on like 4 guys at once trying to go off at you. It's pretty entertaining. There's some other great changes that they made to the game that that I really enjoy. One of them is that if you you know, call in multiple UAVs for your team, they actually stack, and it gives you advanced UAV once you get multiple up. I think it must be like 3. Maybe it's 2, but I think it's 3. That's a really nice little bonus. Another thing they did is they added prestige tokens. So when you prestige, you actually get tokens that allow you to unlock custom classes, unlock titles and emblems, you know, carry over weapons from prestiges, gives you double XP for your weapons or you know, for your you know, level ups in general. So, you know, that's awesome. It actually gives a reason to prestige now, and adds a little more fun to it. I'm really surprised they did not add that, like, I don't know, 3 Call of Duties ago. So that's a nice little bonus. One thing I definitely do not like, and I feel like they have to change it because it's really overpowered, is the sniping in this game. You pretty much die from most of the sniper rifles in like 1 shot, which is, you know, realistic given that they change, you know, how strong, you know, each character is naturally. You know, you die a lot faster. but the auto aiming, the targeting with the sniping is just really unfair, I feel like. Because when you're pretty much just looking in an enemy's direction, as long as you're they're kind of on screen in front of you, you pretty much just aim at them and it automatically acquires that target, and then you can shoot. So it takes quick scoping to a whole new level because you really don't even have to aim at the guy. I've seen it happen to me a bunch, and I've done it to other people as well, sniping. So I feel like the auto aiming on the sniping just needs to be, toned down a little bit. But other than that, this game is very, very fun, and I'm sure I'll be posting a bunch more of this soon, as well as some Battlefield 3. I'll be going back and forth. So come check out my channel, rate and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Take care.